Hello guys, this is Zhicheng from Tech Revolutionist. In our series of recommendations for you to build a new computer for the second half of 2016, this is one of the major components that you want to look out at. That is the power supply unit. So today over here we have the Cooler Master V1000 power supply. Firstly, if you take a look at this, it's a standard ATX power supply, so actually can fit into most of your ATX cases or your maybe mid tower or your full tower cases. All of them will fit. So this is actually a 1000 watt power supply, but of course it can actually provide more than 1000 watt of power to your computer, just that it's rated at 1000 watts, so that you know, when it falls below that, they are covered legally. So one main thing that you can really look at is it's fully modular system. So instead of having a few cables running out, which you probably may or may not use, Cooler Master has went with a fully modular design for the V1000 power supply. So with the fully modular system, you can really modularize and do very special cable management in your system. So of course, these are the different cables you can plug in directly. They will work just like any other power supply, and these are the whole range of the different cables that's available for you to plug in. So let's start off with the different kinds of cable. The first cable we have over here is definitely a 24-pin cable. So this is most likely required for you to plug into the system, to the power supply to your system. 24 pins definitely required. The V1000 comes with 2 times the usual 8-pin connectors for the CPU. So usually they only give you one of this and let you choose between the 4-pin and the 8-pin. But instead of that, understanding that higher end models may have actually requires 2 times 8 pins, they actually provided both for you as well. Of course, you may or may not plug it in directly to the power supply. Understanding that we are running multiple graphics cards on this power supply, they actually provided 8 PCIe graphics card connectors for you. So each individual cable can allow you to plug into either a 6-pin or an 8-pin plug. So for each single cable provides you with 2 of this. So with a total of 4 of this cable, we can actually have plug-in of up to 8 PCIe plugs directly into the graphics card. So we can actually run like 4-way SLI or 4-way Crossfire X directly off from this power supply. Then moving on to the peripherals, we actually have 3 SATA cables. Each individual SATA cable, SATA power cable, can let you connect to 3 SATA peripherals. So it makes up a total of 9 SATA peripherals over here. Next, over here we have the Molex cables, which each of them can actually give you to 2 additional Molex plugs, with one of them having a floppy disk plug, power plug, but which probably won't be used. So that covers up what we have for the cable side. Let's go through some of the specifications of this power supply. Firstly, this power supply actually runs with a 135mm fans that is made to really bring the additional power to your computer without bringing additional noise to the whole system. This fan design directly put all the airflow directly blowing at the different components, ensuring its reliability for the whole system. This power supply is actually rated 80+ gold. When the power comes in from your wall socket or anything, the power used on your actual computer is actually 87%. So you can actually save up quite a bit with this power supply if you don't want to have very expensive electricity bills, especially with such a very high-end computer that you're gonna build in the near future. Moving on, let's go into the very core specifications, very complicated specifications. This actually, most importantly, in order to run so many graphics cards, the most important aspect of this power supply is the 12-volt rail. So for this, it uses a single rail system with a maximum output of 996 watts. So really, there's no worries that you may run into power problems when powering your different multiple graphics cards on this system. So this sums up the whole introduction of the power supply unit of your new system. And of course, what we recommend over here is the Cooler Master V1000 1000 watt power supply. Thank you.